What is happening? Jonathan Dunkerley here. You can call me Dunk. And today I'm going to show you some of the strategies that I've been using in order to create content with AI that is earning me passive income, growing my email list, making me money in my sleep. And it's really been able to help me generate even more cash flow within multiple different platforms. And I'm just going to show you a couple of the different ways that I'm creating this content today and how you could just copy me. And I give away my entire template, my entire workflow completely for free. And if you just stick around, you're going to see exactly how I could do that, how I could still make money and still give everything away to you for free. So first off, I'm just going to quickly share this out into my school community. Let me just bring up my screen 1 second. Whoa. Love having my new stream deck. That's actually the checklist that I am going to share with you. And if you go to the school community, by the way, which is right here, I'm always sharing that out. But also, actually, before I do that, if you go to this checklist right here, this is my opt-in page. If you follow along with what I'm doing, you'll understand why this is important and how you could just basically clone exactly what I'm doing and start generating AI leads and start making money both from your email list and through recurring affiliate income using AI. So I'm going to go ahead and just share this out into my school. And I said, we're going live. Watch over my shoulder as I create content with AI that makes me money in my sleep. And by the way, I woke up with more leads this morning than I went to sleep with last night. And the thing is, I didn't do anything extra. I put things in place using AI content that is generating this over and over and over again. I'm going to show you right now, I'm sharing this out, but you could use exactly what I'm showing you how to share this stuff out in order to really just also automate that income. So I also am giving away this checklist right here. If you do want to grab the checklist, there's two ways that you can go and grab it. You can just jump into my school and where it says free right here, you can click that. It will give you this checklist. It's a Google sheet. Feel free to copy it and even use it as your own template for your own freemium lead magnet if you so choose, or modify it for your niche if you're not doing the same niche as me. Niche, what do you do? Let me know. Am I saying it wrong? Let me know. And then this is the link. And now I'm just going to hit post. And then I'm going to show you one. I have to select a category. Look at me. Got to select a category. But this is completely free. I don't charge for this school. And if you, it's down in the little ticker at the bottom of the screen, but you could also just find the link right here, school.com/wealth on autopilot. I do like school. It's a really great top of funnel. If you know what that means, it means it's a very good way to get people to come into your ecosystem. So you could really help them and really, I just like the layout of the platform. And then you could send them to whatever other thing you want if you don't necessarily want to do on this platform. But I feel that the platform is worth it. It's like Facebook without the annoying algorithm that's constantly pulling you to another platform. So again, school.com/wealth on autopilot, completely free. I don't even have you do an email opt-in to get in there, like so many of them do. So just come on and join. If you have questions, you could either drop them in the comments right here, which I see. Actually, I have a comment. Oh, what's up, Wealth Rush? Ian, great to see you again. Thank you for hanging out with me. So as I was saying, if you want to jump in there, completely free. And you could ask questions just like Ian's hanging out in the chat right now with me. It's great to have you here. But if you miss this and you're watching a replay or you don't have, you can't think of the question and you think about it afterwards, just come into the school. That's the best place to come and answer questions, or that I can answer questions. Drop them in there and I'll answer them as I can. One note, DMs are not the way to get a hold of me. Post things in public. I'm not necessarily going to reply to your DMs. I want to be able to help as many people as possible. So post it in public. I'll answer your question publicly. And then we can, help multiple people at the same time. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. Cool. All right. So the next thing I'm going to quickly do before I get started is I'm going to actually have to change the tab because I have it in a different browser. I have so many different, I have multiple accounts signed into different browsers. But I'm going to go and open up now Opera because I'm signed into a different account. But this is, let me reshape it a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Is that a little bit better? I'm operating off of one screen right now. It's a little bit frustrating. But it's okay. So I have an organic Facebook profile. And if you start growing a Facebook profile, I just started a new one because I wanted to see, I've done this before in the past and it does work. If you engage with people on Facebook, you could start getting people into a funnel that way. But again, that's not automatic. It's not really doing it with AI, but you could write all your posts with ChatGPT, create a project and start feeding in the posts that are doing well into a custom GPT or a project GPT in the instructions. And then it will start being able to create more and more posts that already are doing well because it knows the types of posts that have already done well. So I just shared out right here, just the live, just in case anybody wants to join. How the red, um, how it changed? Yeah, it was just a setting, and I'm kind of liking. It changed because I hit something earlier, and I just settled on this one. I like it better actually. It covers up less of my screen. Um, Ian's asking because I hit something and it was like a big bubbly thing, and I like this better. And I was playing around with it, and I settled on this. I think it looks better. In all honesty, it covers up less of all of my stuff I'm trying to show you. But go back to this. Oop, there we go. But this is just another way that you could actually post and get content generated by AI that's going to funnel people into something you control. And if you look at the two things that I posted here, there's the live, cool, but there's also a landing page, which I actually use through HighLevel. So let me just show you I got to switch to another tab again. Sorry about that. Go back over to Safari. Boom, boom. Back over to this one. So back over here, I'm just going to show you my flow. There we go. So just so you know exactly what you're going to be doing, if you want to follow along exactly what I'm doing, you have to have some way to capture emails or phone numbers. It's up to you. I think minimum emails, if you could do phone numbers, text, think about it this way. How often does an email get lost in your inbox? And how often do you get a text message that you miss? I mean, you might not respond to it, but we definitely see all the text messages that come out onto our phone. Otherwise, we have that annoying little number. We don't have like 1,000 unread text messages, but we definitely have thousands of unread emails. At least I do. Oh, God, I have too many emails. I need to get an AI agent that will just go through all my emails and delete them all. That's not a bad idea. Okay, I gotta on it. uh, but you could have HighLevel, or if you use another email autoresponder, power to you. You do whatever's right for you. I encourage you just to take everything that I'm giving you right now, and if you already have a solution for one of the steps, just do it. And one of the ways that I monetize is that I can offer, but if you end up going through like one of these links, it is one of my affiliate links. And if you do that, that means that I'm going to be able to get a recurring commission, and you could do exactly the same thing. So you create content with AI, which I'm going to get to showing you how I'm doing some of that in just a second. And then you funnel people into something that you control. And when I say something you control, like I'm hanging out with you on YouTube and X right now, just streaming to you. I don't own my YouTube channel. I don't own my X account. I mean, we've seen plenty of X accounts get throttled recently for no reason. Uh, Whoever owns the company owns the actual account, not you. So if they decide one day just to turn off your account, your business is gone because it was never your business. So you need to use social media, use organic traffic or paid if you're going to do paid, but I'm teaching you how to do it with organic with AI content and funnel it into something that you control, like an email list, not even a school community. Like I have my school community. That's not something that I own. That's something that school owns, not me. Or if you have a Discord, oh, I have a whole bunch of people in my Discord. You don't own that. You don't. It's an email list or a list of phone numbers that you actually have permission to contact. That's another key thing. If you're just spamming them, that's not okay. Like you don't want to just spam people. But if you have permission to contact those people and give them a way to say, hey, no longer contact me, then that is an asset that you now have that you could continuously make money off of because they've given you permission to market to them. And using content like AI content or even these live streams, I get a lot of leads from these live streams as well. So if you want to duplicate what I'm doing, copy exactly what I'm doing to get the same result, but you could definitely still get a lot of results just by posting the AI content. So you have to have some way to capture that. I'm using HighLevel. I've also used Kit in the past, used to be called ConvertKit, which is like my second choice. But if you want to have the all-in-one package, and they also have a really good commission. They give 40%. So that's 40%. So whatever that person ends up subscribing to, you get 40% every single month. And it's in your best interest to help them succeed. So then you have things like Facebook pages. Did you know that you could have multiple Facebook pages on connected, managed by one Facebook account? So here, I'll just show you right here. Look at all this. Like, so I post, like, I organically grew this Facebook page by just posting content to it. And I got about 1,000 different followers, which means that people are going to see that. And even if it's not really the image posts that always get all of the engagement. These are all generated with AI. I'm going to show you this in just a second, how I created these. And then I also created these also with AI and an AI tool called Descript, which if you did want to do that, that's also a recurring affiliate program, which you can get if you go to easyaiedits.com, and that's my affiliate link. So if you wanted to support me, that would be a great way to do it. And then I also have these text posts also generated with AI, also generated with ChatGPT. All of the scripts I'm generating with ChatGPT. And then I'm generating most of the content between a tool called Replicate and using Descript. And you could use different ones, like Pictory or other ones that you can make shorts and things like that. But but you don't have to use it exactly the same that I'm doing it. Pick and choose what works for you. But I'm going to show you what I'm using and why I'm using it. And you could create things automatically, but you might have a little bit less result if you don't put that little finishing polish on everything, if that makes sense. So you could have I have a whole bunch of different Facebook account profiles, or not profiles, like Facebook pages, and all of these. See, look at these, all the notifications of people like interacting with them. And when people click on those, or especially the reels that get pushed out to the reels feed, then people are going to be able to watch them and they're going to be able to react to them. And what I do is I actually, especially with the reels, I embed my landing page into the video. That way, no matter what, they're always going to see the video. And I use short links and easy to remember, easy to spell things like AIprofitchecklist.com is one of the ones that I push to my landing page, which is very simple. It's this. It's not a complicated landing page, and I host it through GoHighLevel, which is you can host the you could have all of these, just a whole bunch of them if you want, or just the one. It's up to you. But I have that, and that's embedded in my images sometimes. I embed them in all of my reels. And then if I have an image post or a text post, I could also send them to that landing page. And I find on pages, reels are the real winner, and followed by images have gotten me the second best amount of results. So let me just go back to, where's that tab? There it is. There it is. So Facebook pages, and then we're right here. I'm hanging out with you on YouTube, or we might be hanging out on X, which I'm streaming to both of them. Just so you know, I am planning on streaming to Facebook as well with that account that I'm playing around with. But since it is a new account, what's up, Leah? How's it going? So I am planning on streaming to that, but because it is an experiment and I'm testing out, I have another Facebook account that I've done this successfully with in the past. It's actually how I got started doing Facebook organic, but that was before AI had taken off. That's before all of this stuff became. It's great to have you here, Lee. It's great to have you. Before it all took off, and I was doing this stuff all manually. Like, I was looking at other people's posts, and I was literally just sitting there and writing posts and then reading it out loud and going like, okay, that sounds good. And the fact that that could all be done automatically and just pumped out is just a game changer. Like, and the fact that you could take posts that are doing well, feed it back into AI, ChatGPT, and your custom GPTs, and then say, okay, here's a document. What I do is I put it into a text file. And then anytime I have a post that does really well, I just add it to that text file, and then I re-upload it into my custom GPT or a project. It works the same. Basically, a project is like a custom GPT that's just for you, and a custom GPT is a project that I could share with you, if you think about it that way. So if you build a project and it works really well, just take your custom instruction and your files, put it in there, and then give it some extra instructions in the custom GPT, and you're going to be able to share it. But then what it will do is you're going to be able to say, okay, I like the post that I'm giving you. Give me more like that. And as more and more do well, you're going to be able to fine tune it and find the like keep on spitting out high quality posts every single time because you are testing the waters. And again, not every post it's going to output is going to be great, but anytime that you have one that goes maybe viral or whatever, you could do that. I've been doing that. I had some thumbnails that did really well because of Replicate, and because those thumbnails and titles went well, I've been doubling down on them, and it's actually really been helping me get more traction on YouTube. Actually, because I saw what worked and I just doubled down on it. That's what big advice. But now you don't have to do everything manually because there's tools like Spotter that's helping you create all your thumbnails and your titles, which is this tool right here. I love Spotter. It's one of my favorite ones so far. Tools that I found, like no joke. I would grab this one if there's one tool for keyword for research that I would grab. This would be the one, just 100%. So let me go. Where was I? So there's the tab, and then I schedule a whole bunch of things out on Radar, and I'm actually going to show you real quick how to do this manually because here's today. And, I posted that one video or that one post on my Facebook page or personal page, profile, sorry. But what if I wanted to post that onto a whole bunch of the ones that I control? Now look at this. So I'm going to just take this. What's today's date? The 4th. And why don't we post this at, let's call it 40. Just make sure that I get it. And I just go click on text and I'm using Radar, easyaiposter.com. If you wanted to grab my affiliate link, it's completely up to you. No pressure. I'm just sharing. And if I wanted to go grab the caption right here, I can go back. I'm just going to grab it from my other tab and not switch, but I'm just going to grab what I posted over on Facebook, my Facebook profile page. And now I could basically syndicate that to all of my Facebook pages. And also I'm testing this out on Blue Sky. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm just experimenting. And that's one thing I would tell you, like, try different things. Some things are going to work. Some things aren't going to work. What did I do there? Say that again. Some things are going to work. Some things aren't. And you'll never know if they're going to work or not work if you don't try. If you don't try, you've already failed. That's, I guess, the biggest advice that I can give you. Just try. And if you fail, you know one way it didn't work. You learned. So I'm just going to go to my channels. I'm just going to select all, including the Blue Sky one. One thing I did learn about Blue Sky after experimenting is that they do only allow 1-minute videos max. So if you are promoting on that platform, just know that it's going to cut it off after 1 minute when you do that. So now it says, there we go. Everything good. I'm just going to hit publish. There we go. And it should, in 1 minute, start posting this because it's 11:39 my time and it says 11:40, and it will start posting. And now more people might join the live or more people might do that, but it's posting it to all of my Facebook pages that I own and the Blue Sky account, and more people might jump in. Oh, what's up? Was it Arish? Forgive me if I said it wrong. Arish, did I say that correctly? Great to have you here. Great to have you here from India. Awesome. Let me know if everything is clear to you and everything is making sense. I am going live regularly just to help you out. Look at right there. Now it is automatically posting, and now it's going to share this out to not just one place, but to a whole bunch of different platforms. So the things that I post on this, and this is kind of like the real way that I'm making money with ChatGPT and AI, is look at this here. There's images, which I'm making with Replicate. Now I'm posting that post that I just shared with you, that I posted on my profile, and now it's going to be posted onto all of my different Facebook pages and Blue Sky. And then I have another text post that's going out later today. And then I have a reel that I generate with AI and stock footage, and I create these scripts, and they're actually really easy to start creating these scripts. And I think one thing that people get confused on these short reels is they think I need to come up with this really amazing reel that's going to, or short that's going to just, completely go viral. And then they make their short and it doesn't go viral because it doesn't hit the algorithm right. but they go like, "Ah, now I gotta sit down and brainstorm and come up with this amazing new idea." No, you just need to take that same idea and do it again, and then do it again. And if you have one that does really well, just like the example I gave you with the posts on Facebook, when one really does well, do that one again and again and again and again and again, over and over and over again. Just change it slightly. You don't need to reinvent the wheel every single time. And now that AI is making things so much easier to create this content, you're going to be able to easily take that, slightly modify it, and then easily output that to a whole bunch of different places. So let me just click this just to show you. It's See, it's already posting onto one or two, a couple of them. And I do like Radar also because it doesn't look like it's posting from one place. It's posting it from a whole bunch of different IPs, which, if you know anything about the way social media platforms work, that's important. If it sees that it's just coming from one place, it actually says, "Oh, this is just one person posting the same thing all over the place," and they don't like that. But now it's posting that, and if I go to, I have to make sure that it's the right one, but I don't know if this did it post to this one yet. Hey, AI video and passive ink. Okay, posted that one. Let's switch to that one real quick. I think that's this one. If I go down here, right here, look at there, I have my live. Some people may see this. Maybe nobody does, but I'm posting it. And even if you don't see it live, that's going to be in people's feeds now, especially people that start following this group. And look, I have, there's 146 organic followers that came to this page because I just started posting to it. So now I'm going to go back over here and get to what I was going to show you. So first off, I wanted to show you how to, I need to switch tabs again, sorry. This is what the one thing I don't like about StreamYard, the only thing really, is that I have to constantly switch between these tabs in order to show you what I want to show you. But here is how I've been making the prompts that are images. So let's start with images first, and then I'm going to also show you, actually, I can even show you the text in this same, not that one, there we go. There we go. So I have, these are the prompts that I actually use for those images where I'm like holding the sign and stuff like that. But then I also created the copy that goes with the text right here. So I had ChatGPT. I found a prompt that I liked, and I basically had it generate 180 of these. You could do more or less. I just wanted to get 6 months out of the way and not think about this for 6 months. And as I have time, I'm like, I'll generate another 10, 20. And now I'm always going to be ahead, and I don't have to think about falling behind until June. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Um, yeah. So Blue Sky didn't let you upload, Ian, higher than 60 seconds. Yeah, I discovered that too. I did find that on mobile on Blue Sky, by the way, that it does show as vertical though. But if you're on the computer, it shows it in like a 16:9 box, which the vertical in the middle. So, um, yeah. And Chris, of course, thanks for sharing. I'm happy to share my knowledge. Like, I'm learning from people that are ahead of me and a whole bunch of people that have been gracious enough to share this knowledge with me, and I want to share it with you. So, one sec. There we go. So awesome. Okay. And Chris, thank you for coming hanging out. And let me know if you ever need help jumping to the school. That is where you could get some kind of like one-on-one time with me, in all honesty. Just ask in the comments or create a post in there and just ask, and I'm happy to help. Remember, DMs are not the way to get a hold of me. I'll just be perfectly honest. So right here, I'll just show you this example again. So I created all of these, and now what I do, I'm going to scroll up just so you could see a little bit higher of what I did here. What I would do is I would find an image that's doing well. And here's actually one of Chase Rayner, he does Shinify. And he's one of the people that I learned some of these strategies from. I put my own spin on these things. And he does it one way. I do it my own way. But I learned a lot, and I implement a lot of his strategies in it because they work. I mean, he's if you want to follow somebody else, he's somebody I recommend following as well. Go and check his stuff out. He has a channel called Shinify. Go check it out. 100% say go check out his stuff. But you take this image already working. It's already proven to work. I see he gets leads from these all the time. He also posts to multiple places like I do. He posts these to Facebook and to YouTube and to all sorts of different platforms. But when you take this image, and what I did is I said, analyze this image and title, write me a prompt to generate the same image using an AI image generator. Uh, and the character in the image is called Jonathan, which I trained my model of my face using replicate and hugging face in order to clone my face. And I gave it a trigger word of Jonathan. You could make the trigger word whatever you like, and it's called Jonathan and includes Jonathan's name at the beginning of the prompt. It's just better if it starts with your name, by the way. The trigger word at the very beginning, it just for some reason works better. Be as detailed as possible. Keep in mind the previous, I added this at the end. This isn't from the original prompt. I just wanted to make sure that it knew didn't deviate and try to reinvent the wheel. Keep in mind keep in mind previously in this chat. So it created this prompt. It kind of remixed exactly what I got. There we go. And now I have this prompt and I go down this list. And what I would do is I just would keep on remixing it. And I did this the other day when I was streaming. I showed you how I created this prompt. I think this was the last one that I did, and we generated one live. So just to show you how we could do this, like I haven't done anything to this prompt. It's the one that we generated. I think we got 2 out of 4 good images out of it. I generate 4 at a time. But look, I'm just gonna write another remix, please. I always say please. Do you talk nice? Are you polite to your AI? I am. I don't want it to take over, and I want it to remember how nice I was to it when the AI overlords take over. I'm just gonna be nice to it. Say please. It will remember me. I know it is. It will remember me. So. Oh yeah, Chris, tell them to come and join. It's free. I don't charge anything for my school. I actually really enjoy not charging people for what I do. I don't. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't like the responsibility of charging people. I don't want to. If you want buy some of my time so I could help you set things up, that's great. I like passive income. I like to not have like be able to go off. Like I wanted to take the time off on whatever the other day was, and I just went like I did a stream, hung out with some people, and then I went off to Big Bear with my family because I could. Because I like passive income. I don't want to be tied down to things. If we want to book one-on-one time, that's one thing. But I like this model because now I could monetize through recurring affiliate, build up my email list, which is a massive asset. And when I need to take time off, I can. So that's the model that I'm trying to build. If that resonates with you, that's why you should go and build something similar. If you're not doing AI, you could shift this into whatever different system you want to do, whatever your niche is. You could have like I was actually talking to Chris the other day. Yeah, I would always be nice to AI, right, Ian? But I was talking to Chris just the other day, and I was telling him like you could pivot this to another niche if you need to. Take my checklist, put it into ChatGPT, just take it, attach the file, and say, "Hey, I want to do this. This is my niche. How could I adapt this for my niche?" And I want to be able to monetize through recurring affiliate. And then you could just do that and then modify it for your niche. I'll be perfectly honest, AI is a huge trending thing right now. So you're more likely to grow faster with a trending topic like AI. I just nerd out about this stuff anyways. I'm not faking it. I love this stuff. I love it. So this is great. This is one of my favorite things ever. I have a film and television background, and all of that stuff is being replaced by AI. So I chose to pivot versus letting AI put me out of work. That's my thing. But yeah, always be nice to AI. So now take a look at this. It gave me it is going to simplify the background a little bit, but I'm going to just copy this, and I'm logged into Replicate on Safari. Again, here we are, always having to switch back and forth. Come on, StreamYard, let me share multiple windows at once. Come on, StreamYard. So I think it's this one. There we go. So I have Replicate right here. You use two tools, by the way. If you've never heard of Replicate, what Replicate is, it's a platform where you can, let me just start a new tab so you can see what I'm talking about. Replicate is a platform where you could rent CPU space and run different AI models on it. So there's no upfront cost to use Replicate. The way that Replicate makes money is when you rent like a piece of their server and you own, like, I'll scroll down right here. You can see I use it pretty heavily, and actually it just reset my bill. But last month in December, I mean, you can see I use this every single day, and it's what, the fourth now. So in 4 days of being a really aggressive user, I spent 95 cents. And if I think last month when I was generating my 180 plus, and I had some failures too. So let's call it maybe 3, 4, maybe 500 images that I generated in December using Replicate and my base model. I probably spent $10, maybe 11. So just so you can get an idea, and it costs about $3 to train the model on my face. So you get an idea of how much this might cost you. But it doesn't. This is not an affiliate thing. I'm just sharing you what I'm doing. It's just that's what they charge. So I'm using this tool called this they call them LoRa's. And if you want to use the same one that I'm using, Matt Wolf has a really great tutorial where he shows you how to install this. And it's actually in my checklist next to Replicate. So go grab the checklist. If you want a link to his tutorial, I just dropped it right there. And if you ever do need help, just reach out to me in my school, and I'm happy to arrange some one-on-one time. I charge about $100 an hour if you're interested in doing that. Just so you know. Right now, I'm like that. If I get too busy, I'll have to raise that price. But right now, it's about $100 an hour. So if you click on this, once you have it installed, it brings up a simple page like this. And now we had that prompt. I'm going to paste that in before I do anything else. And I'm just going to switch this to 16 by 9 because, or not 16 by 9. I won't buy it 1 by 1 because we're doing images. When I do thumbnails, I do 16 by 9. And I always push the prompt strength to 1 because that's what Matt Wolf said to do. And I'm just going to do what he said to do because it works. And then I always export 4 at a time because it lets me. And now I might have more. Now there's this thing called a seed. And I'm going to just come over here to this other example. This was the ones that we did on my last live. And if you come down to your, like, below your output, and there's a thing that says show log. If you find an output that you like, you scroll back up to the top. See, here's like the output, my prompt and everything. But if you grab this thing that says using seed, if you want consistency in your images, like you want a consistent style, so people like, hey, that's Jonathan's style. If you find a seed that actually you resonate with, that you like, save that seed, and then every single time that you generate something, if you paste it in here, it's going to create an image that has a similar aesthetic. It's not going to be exactly the same, obviously, but it's going to be a very similar aesthetic. If you leave this blank, it will grab one at random. See, it says random seed. If you leave it, it will just grab a random seed and generate something at random. But if you want consistency, just save that seed. I like this seed. I've been using it for most of my images. It's become my style. So I save that seed. And now when I do that, it's just going to be similar. So now we have you're going to need to set up your, like, a account at Hugging Face, and you give it a directory. And for me, I just have my directory right here. That's the account. And then there you go. That's my directory. And I like exporting them out as ping files instead of WebP files. And now, obviously, this wouldn't have taken me nearly as long if I wasn't explaining it. Like, I remix, hit, paste, generate. Oh, those are good. I could have already been remixing the other prompt if I wanted to. Now I'm going to hit run. And because I'm doing 4, it does take a little bit longer because it doesn't show you the output until all 4 are done. But imagine the amount of time that it takes to generate these 4 and divide that by 4. And that's how long it takes to make 1. So it's getting my clip right there. And because a lot of people are using this model, it says model is warm, which means that if it says cold or anything like that, it might actually take a minute for the model to warm up and then start generating, just so you know. But if it says warm, it's going to start much faster. See, like here it says models in cold. The slower response if the model is cold and starting up. But see, now we're about one through. That did one. We're about almost 50%, almost 50%. And while that's generating, I'll just show you this tab right here. This is actually the page that I post these to. I started this particular upload on December 27th, and it goes all the way, went too fast, all the way to June 26th. And I generated all of these posts with ChatGPT. And once I found one that I liked, I said, generate me 20 more like this. Generate me, 50 more like this until I find that smaller batches actually works a little bit better. So versus just telling me to generate 180 of them. So cool, generate me 20 more. And then I add the link. Just so you know, adding the link does kill the engagement a little bit on the post. Another strategy would be to have the link embedded in the image. I'm probably going to do another batch of them doing that and have a whole second set where there is nothing in the link, like actually no clickable link, and they'll have to type it in. And then you could use whatever you want in order to schedule these, like to host them. But one little hack that I found, you could use, I mean, a lot of people, they use Amazon to host things, but there's a cost to that. If you go grab a free Dropbox account, they have a free tier, and you go and upload it all to that Dropbox. As you know, you might start running out of space if you host like big videos. But what you could do when you create a share link on Dropbox, it actually shows up like this. I don't know if you could see the image right there. Kind of, let me zoom in a little bit. So you have a Dropbox link and it shows that 0 like that. But if you change that 0 to a 1, it becomes a direct download link. And what that means is that when you upload this file that I have right here, so I'm going to zoom back out, you hit File, Download, comma separated value, which is a CSV, and then you upload that into Radar, which look, all of these that have been posted into Radar. When you upload those into Radar, it's now going to just grab that whole entire document and upload and schedule everything out for 6 months. And you could operate this off of one document. And here's the beautiful thing. Say I create a new account that I want to start growing. All what I need to do is update the dates. All what I need to do is just change the date and update. You could just drag it down and update the date, and then start a new, say you have a new social media profile that you're promoting to. You could just schedule out 6 months ahead in, like, for those on platforms that allow duplicate posts like Facebook or Instagram, Meta platforms. So, or I don't know about Blue Sky yet, just, we'll see. But let's jump back over this. It's probably all done by now. Look at this. Revolutionary AI tools revealed. Comment yes to learn. I'm going to keep that one. Revolutionary AI tools revealed. Comment yes to learn. I'm going to keep that one. Revolutionary AR tools. Ooh, augmented reality. I wonder if that. This one has a typo. With the typo ones, you're going to make a decision. Are you one of those people that wants everything to be perfect, or do you want to have a typo in there where some smart guy is going to go, there's a typo. I'm going to go into the comments and tell everybody there's a typo. They're all going to be laughing at you. But then them commenting causes engagement in the algorithm. And then they end up getting your video or your post to go a little bit more viral. And then you get more exposure, and then you end up getting more leads. You end up making more money because this person took out their time to tell you how stupid you were. Who's the stupid one? Just wondering. Okay. And here's one more. Revolutionary AI tools revealed. Comment yes to learn. To learn. I want to comment less to learn. Should have said learn how, but oh well. But you see, I got 3 to 4 posts ready to go. And all what I do now is I hit download, and the same thing, I drop those into my Dropbox. I can create more, and I'm going to be able to continually grow that list. And I could upload those manually to Radar right now if I wanted to, or I could just add them to that Google Sheet, export it as a CSV, and boom. I've used ChatGPT to create the prompts that I need to create all of these images. I'm basing them off of images that are already doing really well, like the ones that Chase is doing. And, if I see other posts from other people that are doing well, I could reverse engineer those just as easily. So Now that's images. Now let's quickly go over one other type of content that you can create, and that is reels, which I feel are equally, if not more important than the images. Cool. And if you do have any questions, be sure to just drop them in the comments and let me know. Also, remember, jump into my school at school.com, spelled SKOOL, not we don't have the CH, SKOOL.com/wealth on autopilot. And I do really like school. It's a great top of funnel, if you know what that means. It's a great way to get people. Not everybody will jump into a Discord or into a new platform, but school is very much a social media platform that's more accepted. So I feel that it is a really good top of funnel, and you could send people to other things. So, but you do you, you know what I'm saying? All right. So I'm going to jump back over to my other platform real quick. Again, StreamYard, the one thing that you need to fix. So I am going to, first, I'm just going to share this tab and show you. There we go. And what I do with StreamYard or with this is I'm going to go over to Reels. So yesterday we were looking at these. Like on my last stream, we created a brand new script for my short, which then I created that short live and I showed you exactly how I do it using a tool called Descript, which is easyaiedits.com. If you wanted to grab it through my affiliate link, which I appreciate. If you wanted to follow along, it's a $35 a month tool, but I feel like I'm ripping them off, in all honesty, the amount of value I get from this tool. It definitely, like, I made more money yesterday, or I made more money in my sleep last night than obviously $35. So why would I not use a tool that's, I want to emphasize that it's like some of these tools may be paid. You could do it manually until you start earning some income from it. And if I'm going to give you any kind of advice, which I don't give advice, never give it advice. But if I can give you one pointer, instead of taking any income that you get and just padding your pocket with it and going out to dinner, use it to buy something to buy back some of your time. That's my bit of advice. If you're starting to make some money, automate somehow. Take some of your time back. That's my advice. But you can do whatever you want. But right here, we have this this script, right? But what if I wanted to take one of the ones that I've already done over here? So here's a project that I was working on. Actually, this was the one I was working on yesterday. But let's go grab another one. So I have these ones that I call clone and remix. And let's just look through a couple of these. So here's, what am I promoting in this? I'm promoting my checklist. I'm promoting Canva and Replicate, because AI image tools that can help you make money online. So I'm just going to go grab this entire script right here. You could also just modify a couple of these things manually, but I'm going to show you how to do it the lazy way. So I'm going to paste this in here. And then I am going to see that's the whole script exactly as it needs to be. Oop. Paste it again, sorry. So now I'm going to go to the top. I'm just going to do that. Do a very light rewrite of this script. Do not change much. And do not change any of the formatting. That makes it easily converted to text to speech, AI text to speech. We only want to make very minor changes. And it may not always be perfect the first time, but let's see what it gives us. So now here's a light rewrite as requested. AI tools that can help you make money online. Look at this. Already formatted how I need to paste it in there. So let's compare it like AI tools that can help you make money online. You're going to love this. Free guide. Power tools, editors. So let's look at this one. So let's look at underneath Canva, an AI-powered editor that helps you create stunning. So let's look at that. An AI-powered images, thumbnails. I don't think it made enough of a change. So I just say like something like, just emphasizing that it needs to be very, very subtle. So there you go. No design skills needed. Different things, no experience needed. It's very subtle. Now I can just grab this, and then I'm going to go back over to, I'm just going to have to, so you could hear the audio again. Downsides to doing that this way, but hey, you know, it is what it is. That's the right one. Yep, there we go. So now I'm just going to go ahead and create a new composition. And then I'm going to click this thing that says AI, write AI speech. I'm going to paste that in. And what I like to do is I'm going to hit done, but then I'm going to hit slash, give it a new. I like separating these things. Done. Because every time it makes it easy to drop the stock footage. Now, there we go. And the reason why I'm showing you to do it this way is because now I've done the work once. I've slightly modified it. And now I have another piece of content that I'm going to be able to post. And now, okay, so is it done generating? Who did it do it with? It did Cedric. I like Bradley. I like the Bradley voice, but you could use whichever one you want. I'm going to use Bradley to regenerate it. Just give me 1 second. It's going to regenerate Bradley. Well, while it's regenerating Bradley, let's grab a title. Why don't we grab a title? So I can go over to Underlord. I can go over to draft title, and I like to paste this directly in here. Hit submit. It's going to give me some title ideas. Make money online with AI image generators. Again, you're going to change this to whatever your niche is. I'd say I like top AI image generator tools to boost your online income. That one, I like that one even better. There we go. Paste the title in there. Now I can listen to this real quick.
AI image tools that can help you make money online? You're going to love this. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com. Get your free guide to the top AI tools, including image generators, and learn exactly how to use them to start earning today. Next up, Canva.com, an AI-powered editor that helps you design stunning images, thumbnails, and videos to grab attention and grow your income. No experience required. And third, Replicate.com. Easily clone your face into AI-generated marketing images and thumbnails that work for you around the clock to help you stand out and drive results. With tools like these, creating AI images that earn you money is easier than ever. And that's why you need to know about.
And that's what I was saying, like it loops. That's why you need to know about AI tools that can help you make money online. You know, so there you go. So now I'm just going to highlight this. Boom, boom. Hit convert to audio, and it's going to actually create an audio file versus I can modify this and it will regenerate it. But now it's creating an actual audio file inside of Descript, which now it's actually audio. So I'm going to see, look, it's an actual waveform audio file. It even took out all of the gaps for me. Now, all what I need to do is I'm going to switch this to 9:16 instead of 16:9. And I could just go down this list. Now, one thing I like to make things easier on myself. So I go to things, for instance, this project. We can go to the one that we did yesterday. If I click on this, let's make it even easier on ourselves. I'm just going to grab the background music real quick. Boom. I'm going to go back to, it was on the bottom. I want it at the top. Easier up here. Now, if I click on the one we're working on today, and just so you know, you with Descript, do it at the bottom. Boom. And I'm just going to make this a little bit longer to the end. And now, if you need to lower the volume level or the actual level of the audio, just come here to, I think it's under layer. And I click that layer. I did -10 and it seems to be pretty good. It depends on what background audio you're using. You don't want people to be like, what are they saying? Their background music is too loud. You want it to actually sound good. So again, just use your best judgment. Just remember, you're not trying to drown out. You don't want people to not be able to hear what you're saying. So now, let me just close this so I could see a little better. Now, what I could do is I could go click on project, and there's two things that I could do in project, and then I'm going to toggle between two different tabs for this. I'm going to be able to go down to file, where it's going to show all of, see right here, AI assets, or we could have all of our different tools. Where is it? There it is. Not this is overdubs, but if I have stock footage, stock media, or AI assets are things that I generated with the AI text to image tool that is built into Descript. Or you could also use stock footage that you've already used in all of these projects. I keep this all in one project because I like just having all the things that I've already used. But if there's something new that you want, you just go over to stock, which Descript gives you a huge collection of free stock footage. So now you've generated your script with AI, you've remixed it with ChatGPT as well, and now you drop it in here. It creates your voiceover just like that. And because you've already done the work once, ChatGPT remixing it keeps it similar. You could even make it more different than I did. This is very similar to the last version that I did. But now I could say, okay, one thing I do like to do with the first one, I'll show you this little hack. AI image tools that can make you make money. So AI tools, I don't know. So let's see what it gives us. I like looking at GIFs first. Look at these. So let's see what it ever finds. I could even say AI income for the first one. The other ones are, you always want to spend a little bit more time on the first things, but these are GIFs. How about this one? I don't know that. I wish they didn't have the text, but ooh, I kind of like that. Oh, why are they having all the text? Darn you. But again, if there's something that doesn't work, create your own thing. But if you do have ChatGPT, by the way, at least the Plus, you do have access to Sora. They give you 1,000 credits every single month, included with your subscription, just so you know. Let's call it AI money. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's really trippy. I'm going to use this. Just don't question. So that's actually easier because it's a GIF. So I just dropped it on here. Now I'm going to stretch this, and you'll understand the reason why I'm doing this right now. So now I'm not going to drop the same one. Otherwise, I just have to do that. But I'm going to go down to the end. If you use a video clip, you kind of want to line it up. But with these loopable GIFs, it's actually a lot easier to do this. Let me make sure I got it. So now, at the very end of the video, when it says like
Need to know about
it's going to loop right back to the beginning where
AI image tools that can help you make
it's going to look like the end of the video might not be the end, and it's going to loop right back in, and people are going to start watching the beginning of the video again, even if they don't realize that they've watched it all before. So now I like using stuff like this that's going to catch people's eyes for these first clips. So now I'm just going to go down this list. You're going to love this. So now I'm just going to go look through my project. And again, it goes a little bit slower for me because I am streaming right now. My computer's tired. I have a Intel Mac, which also is something I probably should look into updating. But I have different things. But well, where's it? Okay. Like these are the ones that I was. You're making money in your sleep. Look at this. You're gonna love this. Drop that there. And what I do is I typically go through all of them. You're gonna love this. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com. I'm gonna go and grab this one up here. There you go. Don't overthink this. Seriously, do not overthink this. It's your guide. So I'm going to actually, I like quick cuts, by the way. You do you on what you choose, but because this is so easy and because it's all either AI generated footage or stock footage. And by the way, if you have a whole library of AI generated footage that you have from like Sora or Runway or wherever you're generating it from, you just drop it in here and you'll have this same stuff, but it will be your own custom created footage. So exactly how you use them to earn today. So I'm going to drop that there. I don't think I put one in here yet. I got to sneeze. Forgive me if I sneeze. It happened. It happened, guys. It happened. I sneezed. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I know it's a cool trick, right? I mean, like I don't want to be spending all day doing this stuff. I'm finding hacks and ways to not have to be doing stuff all day. I don't want to. Like, it's my goal to not be working all day. So, boom, boom. Find the ones that work best for you. I like this one. I'm gonna drop that there. Here's a GIF of Jim Carrey. Actually, it's from Bruce Almighty. So I'll use that clip, and you could use some of these clips. Yeah, but the looping stuff is a really good trick because it gets people to. My advice to you, whenever you're trying to think of like, oh, what works? What makes you get stuck in the YouTube shorts like cesspool of just never getting out of it? And you're like, wow, where did the last 3 hours of my life go? If it works on you, it's going to work on other people. Just saying. Just think about it. So replicate.com. So again, you can let's find another piece of stock like AI clone. Let's call that again because replicate. That's good. Actually, that other one that I used earlier is probably better for AI clone. I'm super OCD about this stuff, so don't hold it against me. It's just I love perfection, but like this, so it could be AI clone, easy AI clone, replicate.com, boom, boom. Okay. Let's see what it gives me if I type in the word replicate. Oop, that's the wrong thing. And you just gotta go through it and find what works. But once you start building up a big collection of stuff, it's gonna you're gonna have it all in your project, and you're gonna go to this stock footage less and less and less. So if you see, I'm actually almost at the end right now. Drop that there. Boom. And there we go. There we go. Okay, so now I've gone through all of them. Now I have, here's the first one. Boom. There's the second one. Boom. Stretch. And again, if you can't find something that you could always generate it internally using Underlord, and they have generate image, and then you just add some motion to it. If you really want to just do it all directly in Descript, technically you could also use it to help you write the script itself. If you come down here, it has brainstorm, write script. You could do it directly in here. I just think that it turns out better if you're using ChatGPT because you can create those projects and those custom GPTs. But you do you. It is like there's so many options. There's so many ways to do this. And once you have a workflow, you could either automate this more, or you could even hire it out to a VA or whatever you want. But there's so many ways to just really bulk output this stuff. Stretch this, boom, boom. And don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be perfect. These are lead generation videos. Stretch. What's up, Jim? I just watched the Sonic movie the other day. It's so funny. He's so funny. Oh, Jim. Kind of blurry, but it's okay. So now we have our clone army marching, looking exactly the same. I'm talking about AI clones. Go down here. And then the only thing that I'm going to have to do after that is just fix the spelling of our links. I'm going to leave that guy a little off center there because I want to have the sun there. That's cool. And here's the other version of that, but with female legs. There we go. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, and a boom. There we go. Now I've added my voiceover. I've added that. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over this script really quick. Things I don't like in my closed caption is like punctuations. I like to just remove them all, but you do you. But I'm going to do this. And then because the links sometimes are a different size, I add an extra slash, but I wanted it to have the same image. But now I go here, highlight, boom. I hit C. I'm going to just remove that. And here's the thing. You might be like, oh, you're spending a few minutes doing this. Again, I'm posting this to like 40 different places. And it just makes it so much easier to do it this way. So it's think about how to work smarter than harder. And this just makes you work smarter. Canva.com. And, you know, if you wanted to remix it, you could even say, hey, can you flip Canva and replicate in the script? I might even do that in my next one. I say, hey, flip Canva and replicate, or do them in a different order. And because you do it in a different order, it feels like even more of a fresh script. I could take the same script, mix up the order of these and rewrite it. Done. Boom. Magic. Do you like magic? I like magic. We are nearly done with another short, and I could just pump these out. And again, I want to point out that the only reason it's taking me as long as it is taking me is because I am showing you. Like if I was doing this on my own, I probably would have had 3 of these done by now. I also like taking out these dashes that AI likes to generate. It's one of my pet peeves. I don't know why it always wants to put these dashes in everything. Grumpy me. Grumpy me. Punctuation. Almost there. And once that's done, I hit that AI generate, blah, blah, blah. Hit take away my ellipse. Just do a quick little once over. It always likes to take away my capitals. I don't think that makes a difference. But now I just do a once over. Oh, there's a comma I'm going to remove real quick. And now I look at this. I'm going to hit captions. I definitely like the karaoke skewed is my favorite one that I like to use. I'm going to just give myself a timeline so I could see it, make sure it's all good. And I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I like 175 is the size that I use. You do you. And then I drag it a little bit up. And then I'm just going to make sure that I'm not selecting any of it. And watch through the whole thing. And then typically things like links, like this link is, I did not do it all. I hate it when it doesn't click at all. So if that ever happens, just make sure that you clicked everything. See, it didn't click all of it. I just got to click the whole. There he goes. 175. Now they're all fixed. Let me just drag that up too. And the reason why I don't put it at the very bottom is because there's often some text that shows up here on different platforms, and you don't want that to be covered up. So now I just go through this. Typically, like, here's the link. Obviously, this link is too long. So this particular one, I think 90 was what worked for me. Boom. And I can go to the next one. I think that obviously Canva is a shorter link. Might actually work see, that works just fine. I might lower that by maybe like to fit 150, just so it's not as to the edges. Some devices cut off on the edges. Replicate, it's a little bit bigger. So again, I might lower that to like 150, maybe 125 actually for replicate. And now go through this, and we can just technically, if I'm just going to check this, the video's done. I could get that ready and put that onto my my Google Sheet and schedule it out. But I'm gonna play it right now, and you're gonna see exactly. Here, we make this so you can see a little bit more of the screen. That's about as big as you're gonna get it. I'm gonna play through it, and you can see how we just created a video. And just remember, at the very end, it's going to loop.
AI image tools that can help you make money online. You're going to love this. First up, AIProfitChecklist.com. Get your free guide to the top AI tools, including image generators, and learn exactly how to use them to start earning today. Next up, Canva.com, an AI-powered editor that helps you design stunning images, thumbnails, and videos to grab attention and grow your income. No experience required. And third, Replicate.com. Easily clone your face into AI-generated marketing images and thumbnails that work for you around the clock to help you stand out and drive results. With tools like these, creating AI images that earn you money is easier than ever. And that's why you need to know about.
So the only thing that I noticed that I'm going to make a quick tweak on is just I'm going to remove these 3 commas that I noticed that I missed the first time, just because I don't like seeing the commas in the closed caption. It just distracts, and I think it makes it look weird. But it's done. And all what I would need to do now, with if you're using Descript, you could do a lot of these things with other tools. If you're using CapCut, it's just harder. Descript just makes it so freaking easy. You just hit publish. And another really cool thing about it is if I hit publish, it's actually part of the subscription with Descript is doing it it renders in the cloud. So it's rendering the video in the cloud. And then the fact that you get to edit with text like this, it renders in the cloud. It's not I'm doing this whole there is a desktop app. I have it down here at the bottom of my screen right now, but I choose to use the browser more because it works just as good in the browser, and I don't need to use any of my local computer power in order to do it. It just uses a kind of RAM on my browser, which if I ever shut down the browser and turn it back on if you're ever using too much RAM, or you can empty your RAM, or you could redo a RAM boost on your computer. But it's up to you. But it's so much easier to do it this way. And I just generated a video that now I could post onto the 40 platforms that I'm posting to. And when I say 40, I could always create another one. And because I'm scheduling things out with Radar and through CSV files, I could add this onto it. And when I start a new account, I have another piece of content that's going to help grow that account for me. And then 6 months down the road, if I do one of these every single day, I'll have 100 plus of these, and I could just schedule 100 plus videos out onto a new platform, and then have passive income generated with AI. And then if you have other types of videos you want to mix in, you can do that. But this is just an easy way to do this and just keep on spitting out videos that are already doing well. You could do, like I said, text posts with ChatGPT. You can create your scripts or your prompts for your image posts with Replicate. Clone your face with Replicate and Hugging Face using the Luca Taco. Laura is the one that I'm using. Matt Wolf has a great tutorial on how to install that. He already did it. I'm not going to create another tutorial for that. If you have questions on that, feel free to jump into my school. I'm happy to answer questions in there. And I prefer to do things in public because then I could help all of you instead of just one person at a time. But if you do want one-on-one time, I do have that, but that does have a cost. And then generating these shorts. If you want to do it with another free tool that doesn't have costs, like CapCut is a free editing tool. It's my favorite free editor. Then it's great. But Descript for me is my favorite editor, and I've been editing since the late 90s. So just think about it. I've been like literally editing for like 25 years. And I know I may not look old enough, but I am. So just go and start something is, I guess, the real advice that I would give you for whatever you're doing. Go and create some content. Go and grab the checklist that I have at aiprofitchecklist.com. I'm giving you the exact flow. If you don't want to follow certain steps, that's all good. I'm just showing you the steps that I'm taking right now that I'm getting results with. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but if you want my results, just copy what I'm doing, because I'm learning these things from people that have already gotten even more results than me. And they're just a few steps ahead of me. And if you want to learn one thing about how to actually like teach somebody something, all you need to do is be one step ahead of them. And you could do that same thing. You could teach the same thing to somebody else. Don't feel like you have to be making $1 million a day in order to, or a year or whatever, in order to do this. But this works for me, and I am making money every single day. I'm getting leads every single day. I woke up this morning with more leads and more money than I went to sleep with last night. So just think about that. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's not going to happen if you don't get started. I promise you that. If you don't get started, it's not going to happen. So I will see everybody tomorrow. I'm planning on going live tomorrow, and I will see everybody in the re-upload of this video, because that is a strategy that I've been using, and it's been working really, really well. I'll tell you that. It has been working really well, growing leads and growing my YouTube channel. So I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Peace out. Keep making money online. Take care. Bye.